everybody, I'm Neha and today I'm going to read a fun book for you all. It's called Jack and the Beanstalk. But before I get started with our book, I'm going to tell you all a brain game. So, in this hand I'm going to put like a rock and in the other I'm going to put like this. In the same time, we have to exchange like this. Let's do it 5 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. So let's get started. There was once a poor farmer who had a wife and a lazy son named Jack. One day, the farmer died, leaving only a cow for his family. Jack and his mother lived on the milk the cow gave. They carried the milk to the market and sold it every morning. But one morning, the cow gave no milk and they had no money, not even enough for a loaf of bread. The widow said to Jack, "Go and sell our cow and with the money get some seeds to sow." So Jack set off for the market. On the way, he met an old man who said to him, "Jack, would you sell your cow for this magic bean?" Jack refused such a small offer. But the old man said, "If you plant this bean tonight, by morning it will have grown right up to the sky." Jack liked the idea and swapped his cow for the magic bean. Back at home, his mother cried, "How stupid! We will starve now!" With these words, she threw the bean out of the window. The next morning, Jack woke up and went outside. He was surprised to find a huge beanstalk had grown up and up and up into the clouds. The old man had spoken the truth. Jack wanted to climb the beanstalk to see how high it went. So he started to climb up and up and up. When he looked down, he was astonished at how high he had climbed. But he continued climbing up and up and up until at last he was in the clouds. There, he found a large stone castle. He walked to the castle and on the doorstep he met a very big lady. Jack asked the lady politely, "Could you please give me some food?" "You look like a good boy," she said. "Come in and I'll give you something." So he went into the kitchen, but soon the castle began to tremble. Thump, thump, thump. "Quick, jump in here," said the lady and pushed him into the unlit fireplace. Peeping out, Jack saw a big giant. The giant bellowed as he charged into the kitchen. "Fee, fi, fo, fum, what is it I smell?" "Perhaps you smell the scraps of a boy from yesterday's dinner," his wife replied. Satisfied with this answer, the giant sat down to eat the meal his wife had prepared for him. When the giant finished his meal, he started to count the gold which he had stolen that day. Soon he fell asleep and his snoring shook the whole castle. Jack crept out of the fireplace, seized one of the bags of gold and staggered into the beanstalk. He climbed down and down and down until he reached the safety of his own garden. Jack and his mother lived on the gold for some time. When the gold was almost gone, Jack climbed the beanstalk again. Jack climbed up and up and up the beanstalk and went to the giant's castle. The woman let him again and gave him some bread and milk. But before he had finished his meal, the castle again began to tremble. Thump, thump, thump. Just as Jack jumped into the fireplace, the giant came in with the hen. Putting the hen on the table, he commanded, "Lay me an egg." The hen laid a golden egg. Soon the giant began to nod off and his snoring shook the castle. Jack crept out from the fireplace, seized the hen, and ran to the beanstalk. When he got home, he showed his mother the magic hen. He put the hen on the table and commanded, "Lay me an egg." It laid a golden egg. Jack was very proud of himself, but his mother said, "Jack, I don't want you climbing that beanstalk anymore. You are going to get into trouble." However, it was not long before Jack became bored and decided to visit the castle again. So, one morning, he got up early and climbed up and up and up the beanstalk. He crept into the castle through an open window and soon heard a familiar sound. Thump, thump, thump. In came the giant and put a golden harp on the table. He commanded it to play, and the harp played a beautiful tune all by itself. Soon the music lulled the giant to sleep, and his snoring shook the castle. Jack crept to the table and seized the harp. As he ran towards the door, the harp cried out loudly, "Master, I'm being stolen!" The giant woke up with a start. "Fee, fi, fo, fum! I smell the blood of an Englishman. Be he alive or be he dead, I'll grind his bones to make my bread." Seeing Jack, the giant gave an almighty roar and bellowed, "I'll eat you up for breakfast." Jack fled to the beanstalk with the giant chasing after him. The beanstalk shook with the giant's weight as he climbed down after Jack. As Jack climbed down, he called out, "Mother, Mother, bring me an axe." His mother came out with the axe in her hand, but she was trembling with fear at the sight of the giant. Jack jumped down, seized the axe, and began chopping at the beanstalk. Crash! The beanstalk toppled over, bringing the giant down with it. The giant fell to his death. Seeing his mother crying, Jack was very sorry. From that day on, Jack worked as hard as he could, which made his mother very happy. The two of them could often be heard singing in the field as the harp played its beautiful music. The magic hen continued to lay golden eggs, and Jack and his mother were no longer poor.